Hello and welcome to the next game in the DelotA Dota 2 Anima Tournament. I'm just delicious and with me is Vega Raconteur. Today we have Jambo versus Why Were You There?
Hello, as we know, Jambo is a great team. We saw in the last tournament that they're absolutely fantastic and very, very funny. So I'm looking forward, if nothing else, to seeing the banter that these guys come up with. But while we're there, an American team, we didn't actually have any Americans last tournament, so it's really fantastic to see. We now have at least two teams from every single continent. This is officially worldwide going in, and both teams planning very much to the meta at the moment. JD?
Yep, although once again we see the Nyx Assassin slip through the banning phase, Jambo deciding to get rid of the Undying and Darkseer to maybe give themselves that chance, but they pick up Ezreal instead, so now Why We There do have a chance to pick up the Nyx Assassin and almost straight away just counter him, so it's a little bit of an odd one from Jambo, but they obviously prefer Ezreal to the Nyx Assassin.
But they tend to always have a plan, so I'm interested to see why they would let that Nyx Assassin go. They choose to ban Undying, who I would argue is obviously a very strong hero, especially in teamfights, but not quite as dangerous as a Nyx Assassin, especially because how heavily he counters Keeper of the Light, one of the most popular supports at the moment, and definitely very powerful. So, while we there now have, they have their full 1 minute and a half of reserve time. I doubt they're going to waste it on the first two picks. They should be picking up probably a Nyx Assassin to counter it. They actually go for their hard carry, two hard carries, so I'm guessing they're going to run Gyro in mid.
Well, they've definitely picked up two heroes that see an awful lot of play, and they just don't. I don't think they want Jambo to have either of them because they are both ridiculously strong late game. And Gyrocopter is obviously kind of hold his own in mid, and there aren't really many good mid heroes left. Although the Templar Assassin, as we saw a few games ago, is quite good against Gyrocopter, and can keep him locked down. So. Yeah, the Templar Assassin pick from Jambo may be a little bit of an odd one, but this gives Jambo the chance to pick up the Nyx Assassin as well. They actually go for Lifestealer instead as their first pick, so they're locking out their carry. We see a lot of very early carry picks actually, but we've seen that quite often in this tournament. People picking up their carries, second and third picks, just to actually lock them out because of how starved for good carries the meta is at the moment.
Indeed, it really is, really just down to this meta of you have to have either Gyrocopter, Sven, Void, Luna or Lifestealer, and if you don't have one of those, you're at a disadvantage. Of course, last game, just an hour ago, 2 hours ago, we saw an Alchemist who was absolutely insane. It proves you don't always have to follow that. You can actually go with something that is very, very popular in terms of farm, but not always used in this European meta, and it proved extremely effective, even in this version. So there you go, you don't need to follow it exactly. And Jambo are actually going to go for their mid as Queen of Pain, which is interesting. Why would they not go for Templar Assassin versus Gyro? Because JD was seen Gyro versus Templar Assassin, and Templar Assassin does actually have the advantage with Psyblades.
Yeah, I also prefer the Queen of Pain just for playability. Also, the Queen of Pain is also very good against Gyrocopter just because she's a ranged hero and she has that annoying screen that she can just blink in and use. And Gyro does not have a lot of HP, so maybe they're just thinking they're picking up the Queen of Pain just because she also does a lot of burst damage like Templar, but she also fits the plan that they're thinking of for their mid game as well. So it'll be interesting to see why were you there actually decided to pick up. They're gone for the Nyx Assassin, so finally we see the Nyx Assassin picked up, so they are going to have one of their tri-lane heroes locked down in the Nyx Assassin, and then possibly the Luna as well, if they put Luna there and not mid or Gyro. So two of their three tri-lane heroes are done. They've got one of their supports down, Nyx Assassin, strongest support in the game. Jambo let him through, almost a straight counter for Ezreal, and yeah, you have to feel that these picks have just been just a little bit bizarre, so far.
Well, for the start of this tournament, we've seen some teams that either go to the meta to the letter, and all that rhymes, or just completely go against it, and it doesn't seem to matter that much because all that seems to matter is the quality of play. We've seen great quality of play from both teams, and although meta-oriented teams have actually had the advantage, technically they're really not doing that badly. Obviously, we have Jambo, we've seen them go for some very strange picks and do well, but we've seen them follow quite closely and still do the same. But what I have to say is, how has Shadow Demon slipped through this far? Is he going to be banned? And if not, Jambo have the first pick. Surely they'll pick up that Shadow Demon to go with Keeper of the Light and Lifestealer. So much damage, so easily done.
Well, you'd expect so, but why were you there? Banned out the Lena, so maybe they're actually thinking of getting rid of that Shadow Demon as well, because that would make a lot of sense. Disruptor banned out by Jambo, and as we were saying, a few teams do stick to the meta that we've seen in this tournament, but quite a few teams don't. And we saw it in the last tournament, in the final, in fact. Ian Tell versus Imber Battle.net, where Imber Battle.net really don't tend to stick to the meta very often, and they ended up actually winning that game. So yeah, it's just one of those things really. It's just a kind of back and forward sort of play. People know how they want to counter the meta, and if a team decides to play to the meta, to the letter, as you said, then they do have they do have a good plan against it, and we've seen it actually work quite well so far.
Well, the reason me and JD talk about the meta so much is because this is a sport that's very much defined by how players play around it. It's not set in stone. It's not like League of Legends or other popular MOBA/ARTS genres where you can literally do almost anything in this and you can still come out with an extremely strong team. It's more about your actual team ability to work together and your ability to work out who counters what rather than just following this thing. So there is so many different metas to choose from in terms of what you can follow and so many different ways to play that it's incredible to see how many people respond to it and how effectively you can counter it. I'm just going to have to say, Jambo actually choosing to pick out Bane, obviously a very strong disabler, works very nicely with people like Luna and Gyrocopter, and indeed Nyx Assassin giving that extra bit of damage, but a bit of a strange ban. We haven't actually seen him really banned this tournament because it can only single target focus really, and the second he takes that channel down, another of the enemy team will try and stop him.
Yeah, I think the reason Jambo did actually ban Bane is just because he is extremely good against Lifestealer. His ulti does go straight through magic immunity, so he can shut a Lifestealer down even if he has his rage on, which is actually pretty important. It won't do any damage, but it still has a 5-second stun, so that's pretty much the only reason I can imagine Jambo have actually banned out this Bane. It seems okay. There's no reason why they shouldn't ban him out. And Jakiro being banned by while we're there. So Shadow Demon has actually slipped through the pool again, as we were saying earlier. And I really do expect one of these teams to be picking up Shadow Demon pretty soon, at least in the most definitely in this pick.
Well, you'd be mad not to. He goes so nicely with Nyx Assassin, and he goes so nicely with Keeper. What can these teams go against him? I mean, either one to get this hero would be probably the best thing that can happen in terms of supports, because he is probably the strongest support available at the moment. Disruptor has been banned. We've seen how effective Disruptor can be at completely catching a hero out, especially with that amazing glimpse having such a large range. But Nyx Assassin has already gone, Keeper Ezreal has already gone. So both teams need a secondary support. Jambo actually choosing their offlane instead and go with Windrunner, who can now be countered quite easily with a Clink. So if they try to go try, that would go against Jambo quite heavily.
We have seen Windrunner do. Sometimes she can do okay against Clinks. She just got to change up her skill build and make it a little bit weird and get Windrun a little bit more and not bother with her stun quite as much. Why were you there going for the Vengeful Spirit? So they've gone for Vengeful Spirit and Luna, which is obviously a ridiculous tri-lane. And Jambo have gone for Earthshaker. So we see Earthshaker come out as the third support hero for the tri-lane. And I haven't seen an Earthshaker in a very long time, but it's going to be really interesting to see whether his fissures are actually well placed or whether they can be a little odd, because he can be very detrimental to the team as well as help them. But that's probably why they picked the Queen of Pain instead of the Templar Assassin, you have to say, just because they were looking at the Earthshaker for a very long time.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, definitely. Queen of Pain's blink means that even if Earthshaker does do a detrimental fissure, they still have that huge nuke to deal with it. But so surprising, we haven't seen an Earthshaker in so long, just in any kind of tournament play whatsoever, because he is a risk. That fissure can make a huge problem if it's not cast properly, and in the intensity of a big team fight, that is where you need to be on the ball, and it could slip. But Vengeful Spirit, another one we don't really see that often. She's so powerful, but being an agility hit support, she doesn't actually have that much mana, meaning that she can't just keep kind of skill spamming. And while be there, I've gone for an all agility team, and it's very just strange. You'd normally see a bit more variation.
Yeah, you normally do, but the Vengeful Spirit is obviously very good with Luna, because they stack their auras, and Luna they just do a ridiculous amount of damage. So we're almost certainly going to be seeing that come to some sort of effect. So I would be expecting Venge to max her aura over her wave of terror. Just to give that extra bonus damage to Luna, as well as Luna's bonus damage as well. So it can get pretty ridiculous. We're just waiting for while we're there last pick, so they really have to think about their off lane now as well. They don't have anyone yet, but Bounty Hunter is still in the pool if they want to pick Bounty Hunter up, and Bounty Hunter with Nyx Assassin, that's a pretty strong ganking lineup you have.
It most definitely is. It's just absolutely insane. This team, both teams obviously not exactly starting off very meta related, and they've actually gave favourite mid. Pius is claimed the
So we saw.
go on the off lane.
Yeah, sorry, we had it.
So
We had.
Luna if they really
We had a massive amount. We had a massive amount of lag then when everyone was actually picking up. So unfortunately, we didn't actually get to hear what you were saying at all, Vague. It was just basically a massive blur. Do you want to? I'll run through the Radiant, then we'll go to the Dire, and then you can repeat what you were saying about pucks. So we do have. I can't read that name, so I can't. I'm just going to call them 3333 for now. Argatan will be on the Vengeful Spirit. We see Vitaro will be taking up the puck. We see a Talisman will be on that Gyrocopter, and Electron will be taking up the will be taking up the Nyx Assassin, and we see the Courier walking around already, which is a little bit weird. But now we flick over to the Dire.
And on the Dire we have Acid, who we've seen as a very hilarious mid, but very, very effective playing Queen of Pain. We have Grabyan on the Earthshaker. We have Coco on the Lifestealer. That's one of his favourite hard carries, it seems. And we have Leolo Swag Moneyboy, a brilliant name, on Keeper of the Light. Meanwhile, at bottom, taking the offlane, we have Sheep of Doom.
And it looks like they're going for a massive gank. There's 4 of them waiting in the trees, and Sheep of Doom could get caught out pretty massively here. They do get the stun on the Rocket Barrage. Luna, does she have her stun up? I don't think she does. No, she got her first point in Lunar Blessings, so Sheep of Doom actually manages to get away just because of that. If she had her stun, that would have been a pretty easy kill. She just put it into the wrong skill, and Sheep of Doom gets away with that one. You have to say, she really got caught out there pretty heavily, and I'm really surprised she didn't actually die, but got a little bit lucky.
Well, the Vengeance Aura kind of does a little bit better, especially with that damage bonus. You really want that leveled up as fast as possible. It would make a lot more sense to both of them go for their stuns because it is so effective. Luna's only being small. It makes sense that they had Venge go for it instead. Always on the Gingers. Jambo, as we said, Jambo absolutely great for banter. But what I was saying with Puck is he could go practically anywhere. He's actually not going to go on the offlane like I thought he could do. But such a strange lineup to have Gyrocopter in mid when he's most often played as the hard carry, and to see a Puck normally almost always a mid, barely ever in the offlane on an offlane could be, well, you have to wonder how well will he perform.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting one. I don't think they really want... The Puck can still get a right amount of farm. She can spam her illusionary orbs and she can do okay. So it's not the end of the world for that Puck. It's just a little bit of a problem for her being up against obviously a really strong tri-lane. If she gets caught out by that Earthshaker, she still does have an escape mechanism. So that's going to be pretty important. You expect her to put a next level into phase shifts so she can dodge that fissure and then start doing getting out of there as soon as Grobion tries anything. So she should be okay on that tri-lane. She has a really nice escape mechanism. She's really difficult to shut down, especially at the early levels, and especially when you only have one stun on the lane. So yeah, we'll just have to see how she does. She's obviously sitting at 0-0 now, as you would expect. The Windrunner just doing what she can to harass down these supports and make the lane a little bit easier for her. But I don't think it's going to help that much. I mean, this lane that Why Were You There have put out is just so strong. I mean, they've got so many disables and stuns that a Windrunner really just has to just stay back and just try and survive as much as possible.
Indeed she does. If we actually look at top, I was going to say I agree completely with that Puck. He does have the ability to just watch Earthshaker because the attack animation is very slow. He's actually gone for an illusion rune. It looks like he's going to try and get a little bit of a gank on Acid because she is quite low on health, and its illusory orb is up. It does 70 damage already. Mind you, it's a little bit less, but there's no homing missile. All the points are in Rocket Barrage. I can't imagine this being that successful. No, it's actually just to kind of scare off Acid, kind of a slightly pointless event. But what is this Puck going to do now? He's just going through the jungle. It seems very strange behaviour indeed.
Yeah, Puck's just kind of roaming around at the moment. I think there's not really much that Puck can do. So it's just it's just doing whatever she can to keep ahead of to keep ahead. She's jungling a little bit now. She'll just pop out the orb if she needs to gain that last hit. Yeah. So basically she's jungling because she's really got no way of getting any farm on this lane. She's just stuck back at the tower the whole time. So she's taking the opportunity to try and jungle up as much as possible and get a lot of farm and actually manage to do something in this game. So she's like level 1.5. So that's pretty appalling when you compare it to the Windrunner, who's now level 3.5 on the off lane for Jambo. So the Puck really not working out at the moment for them.
Indeed, but it's not that it's not that bad, especially when you consider Puck will eventually level up to a point where it becomes so useful. And Why Were You There have not gone for a meta-based team, but they've gone for a very, very much team fight centric team, with Puck initiating, being able to go in there, put down her ultimate, and then just phase shift and then blink out of, hopefully, considering if she gets enough money, then we'll see Gyrocopter's homing missile guaranteed to land. It also allows cooldown to get a guaranteed land. It allows pretty much Nyx Assassin to run in and make sure he gets a Q. Luna to be able to get her ultimate. It all very much seems to base on Puck being able to get in there and get a blink dagger as fast as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. And this Puck's just not being able to do anything. She's level 2 at the moment. She now has a haste rune, so that'll give her a little more leeway to get a bit of farm at top while she has that haste, and she can just run away from any potential ganks. So I expect that to happen pretty soon. But this Windrunner's really being exceptionally aggressive. If she gets caught by the stun from Luna, no, Luna didn't actually go for it. She just figured, well, I may as well just go back and farm some more. She's now stuck in the trees between creeps, but that's all fine.
That was some pretty sweet play, actually, using the power shot to steal the creeps, getting herself some decent farm and just wind running out of it. And they've got nothing they can do there because they can try and stun, but she's so fast. Basically, Shield of Doom is running around circles, but it looks like it may not have paid off now. Are they going to be able to catch her? There's nowhere. Oh, I'm very sorry. I should have been a mid. Well, the Queen of Pain does prove she's a little bit of a better mid, at least to start with, than this Gyrocopter. She's not only slightly got the lead in blast hits, but her level says everything.
Yeah, it really does. She's pretty far ahead now. She's like an entire level ahead, but now she has to go all the way back to base. So Gyrocopter will make that back up pretty soon. But yeah, Queen of Pain is the better mid hero, and she's gone for that build where you just don't bother getting your ulti yet because you just don't have the mana for it, and she's gone for another point in Scream of Pain, and then she'll be picking up her ulti at probably level 7 once she has a little bit more farm and a little bit more mana. So yeah, she's not going to be ganking quite yet. She'll gank when she gets to the to level 7. But the ganking capability that she has, who can she really go for? She can go bottom, but they have so many disables they might even be able to kill her. And if she goes top, if Puck plays it right, Puck can quite easily dodge her ultimate, and then absolutely nothing can come from it. So she's got a little bit of a tough choice who to actually go for. Unless they send 2 or 3 more people down bottom, then I don't see them getting a kill down there anytime soon.
Indeed, the only person she really has that much hope of really killing with a low health pool is Vengeful Spirit, and even then, it's not that low a health pool. We have the Puck being the easiest to kill. She's actually going to be killed now as Jambo playing so aggressively at top. Open wounds of rage and festing as well. There was no end to the level of aggression Jambo playing, and it makes for such brilliant things to watch. If only we could bloody see when they're starting, because they're killing people so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as they dive on them, they're dead almost instantaneously. They've got so much burst damage, it's pretty difficult to keep up, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully we'll try to do a little bit better from now on. But Luna is doing quite well on farm. Both of the carries, actually, it must be said, have gone for a Hand of Midas. So Coco on the Lifestealer has got a Hand of Midas already, and so has Luna. Luna actually picks off Queen of Pain, as we were saying. She can go bottom, she can try and get kills, but it's just not going to work. And Jambo have kind of given away what they built up, what the little bit of the lead they built up at the start by giving Luna pretty much a free kill. So her net worth is going to be getting high pretty soon. She's got 600 gold now, plus her Hand of Midas. So she's not doing bad, and she's going to really start to accelerate pretty quickly in this game, as will the Lifestealer. But Lifestealer's just very slightly behind right now.
Yeah, unfortunately what was happening there, the Queen of Pain just kind of ran in, and it was very foolish play, actually, because it was just instant stun. Nyx Assassin stuns followed by Venger stun, and then they just made sure Luna queued to get the kill. So much burst damage, so quickly done. She was dead before, the Queen of Pain was dead before, really, even the Nyx Assassin stun ran out. So this is how quickly and aggressively Why Were You There can just turn it around in this so bursty tri lane.
Yeah, their tri lane is pretty ridiculously bursty, especially with that Nyx Assassin, the Vengeful Spirit, and the Luna just giving each other so much damage. It's really unbelievable. But yeah, at the moment, the Coco's actually doing very well. He's sitting at 46 and 12. Compare that to the Luna, who's doing a little bit better at 52 and 15. Yeah, Luna's going to be picking up. Oh no, she's going to be picking up a ring of Bacillus now instead of a boots. I thought she'd be going for a boots, but she's decided to pick that up instead. Just to help her with her mana, because she does have Eclipse and she is going to want to be using it as much as possible. And she's an entire level ahead of Coco, if you can actually see. So yeah, Luna is actually doing exceptionally well right now.
Well, she's getting so much farm so easily that she can actually just turn it into a Ring of Aquila, still get a decent amount of agility from it, so she gets the extra pod damage, but it does help. It helps with her armor, so she's a little bit more survivable, and it helps with her mana regen, which she desperately needs, because you can run out so quickly after a couple of Qs.
Yeah, I mean 3 Qs and she doesn't have any more mana to cast anything, so it makes sense that she decided to get that. Are they actually going to try on this Windrunner? They put some wards up so they know where she is. If they spot her out, maybe they're going to go around the back. No, they're not. They're actually just going to back off completely. And Venge level 4 and Nyx Assassin level 3 at the moment, just hanging around the jungle and doing what they got to do. It's pretty much exactly the same as the supports for JAMBO. But this Keeper of the Light is getting quite a lot of farm. You have to say. Oh, well, actually, he left it all for the Earthshaker, so that's fine. But they're going to be wanting to build up their arcane boots as quickly as possible. Although Keeper's making Tranquil. Yeah, they really do need that extra mana burst pretty soon from the Earthshaker. They're going to keep running out of mana, especially on this Lifestealer, who doesn't have a lot, it must be said. And Rage and Open Wounds does kind of consume a lot of its mana, so... Oh, Smoke Gank. We're going to have to actually go back into mid because there's a Smoke Gank. They have seen YOLO swag, but they're going around the back. They want Acid. There's the stun from the Gyrocopter, but it does absolutely nothing, and she just blinks away, and the Smoke Gank just comes to nothing. There's a bit of a weird choice. I thought they would just try and dive that Keeper of the Light because they really could have killed him really easily. Especially seeing that he was caught in no man's land and he couldn't see them. They were completely smoked up. So probably a little bit of an odd choice.
It was indeed a little bit strange and just kind of a little bit of a poor smoke gank. Oh, need a pause apparently, but that's okay. But yeah, it was just a little bit strange. Vengeful Spirit going out just a little bit more than you really would have wanted to. Which is probably why exactly the leg spiking there maybe is what made her get out of the smoke accidentally. That would have been a real big shame for them. But ultimately, if we look at it, both teams are very, very even. Kind of Jambo starting off so aggressively, while you're there playing a little bit more of a counter-attack role, waiting for people to attack them, and then just when they come out, destroying. And Acid is going to have to be careful. He can't, now it's done, call me maybe, but I can't, they really can't just let Queen of Pain keep going to bottom, because the amount of stuns that they have, one for every single person on the tri-lane, all doing a decent amount of damage. You know, Acid is going to have to be on his best behaviour, or just always ready with a blink.
Yeah, he does really have to pay quite an awful lot of attention, because one false blink he's going to die, as we saw before, getting caught out and just complete destruction by his really strong tri-lane. So, but yeah, Luna at the bottom just holding out, waiting for the right time to come, because she did see the Queen of Pain come down from mid, so she please can you get a metric system? Yep, it continues, the banter continues on the Americans. So it looks like we are going to be going. Yeah, maybe we're going to be going. Yep, okay, we're off. Okay, but we can see this Puck still not really doing particularly well. She's level 4, so she's the same level as all the supports. We compare that to Windrunner at bottom, who's level 6 now. Windrunner is just doing so much better for an offlane hero than this Puck is.
Yeah, this Puck obviously is not an off-lane choice standard, and she's actually being caught out there. The animation, she wasn't quite quick enough to phase shift there, but it's just not a wise choice really for an off-lane. They have perfect vision of her all the time with that wall.
But at bottom, the Vengeful Spirit walking through the trees actually picked off the Windrunner before she could happen. They didn't see the Venge coming around the back, and they managed to get the kill on the Windrunner. Sorry to interrupt you, but they did go for the gank at bottom, and it kind of backfired pretty horribly. The Queen of Pain went down there, and she managed to do absolutely nothing. So yeah, Jambo's still playing really, really well at the moment, but a little bit of a mess up there.
Yeah, again, these teams are very, very much even. If we look at net worth at the moment, both hit carries just bouncing one after the other at 5.4k, so it's really no big deal. And the supports all very much staying very even in levels. We have apart from the Puck, unfortunately Puck being an offlane is not capable enough. He's going to get probably hit. He either has to hide away, this Puck has to just keep standing back and let really JAMBO do whatever they want on top, because she has no capability of doing anything. But actually, it looks like she's having to try and blink away. She might actually get this Queen of Pain if it's fast enough, and Illusory Orb, no, the Queen of Pain does blink away in time. But amazing, the Windrunner just allowing her to go past. Obviously can't turn around on that Puck, but could have probably put off a power shot and a shackle shot. Did a bit of damage and went away. I guess you didn't want to waste her mana.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain and the Queen of Pain and Windrunner dived the tower pretty heavily there to pick up the kill on the gyrocopter, and they did get him behind the tower. Although Queen of Pain really didn't survive on a lot of HP. But if we have a look at the team gold graphs, you can see that the Dire are actually quite far ahead. They're 2.5k ahead than the Radiant, and the XP graph is about the same. They're about 2.5k ahead, so they're really having the best of this JAMBO at the moment. They're quite far ahead, and really nice play by the Lifestealer to actually get away from the ulti. He pops out now. Earthshaker is there. Is Earthshaker going to be able to do anything? The Keeper of the Light hangs around. Puck goes around the back, but the Nyx Assassin is there as well. JAMBO pops the Rage, walks away. Acid's here. The Nyx Assassin is also going to fall because of Acid's ultimate, catching 2 or 3 of them, and JAMBO just asserting their dominance so far. And the call really from the Windrunner as she gets focused down in that fight, and I don't think she appreciated that very much. But that's really going to help. Yeah, now you can really see the graphs for the XP and gold really skewered in favour of the Dire now. Over 3k gold advantage and 3k experience advantage is really going to help them quite a lot in this early stage.
Radiant's middle tower is
Indeed it is. That balance has now just completely gone over in favour of JAMBO. And now they're going to have to not waste this. They're going to have to be very cautious. And they are playing a little overly aggressively, if anything. And they can't afford to. They really want to be careful, because while you there have that very strong tri-lane, you don't want to give that Luna any more farm. She's already got a Helm of the Dominator, so she can stack Ancient Camps if she's very careful, or if Windrunner doesn't quite catch on. She's very low on health, but hey, if she gets an early couple during this creep attacking in the jungle, she can just control one of the creeps and get safely away.
Yeah, that's a good point, and we do have to look out for this Windrunner actually walking around in no man's land. But they're actually diving the gyrocopter again. She has the haste rune, so they could quite easily go for it, although Acid is taking an awful lot of damage. Talisman looks like he's going to get taken down by a nice shackle shot by the Windrunner. Windrunner now probably just going to Windrun away and get out of there, but Luna on the back of it takes out the Queen of Pain, and now she's turning around. She wants Sheep dead. Electron is there. Nice blocking by him. His with the stun. Puck dives in. Venge gets the last hit with her stun, and yeah, why were you there? Actually managed to turn that around quite well. It looked like they were on the back foot as soon as the gyrocopter died, but they all reacted very quickly, and they managed to pick up 2 more kills.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, that was just absolutely fantastic play while you're there, and exactly as I was saying, they need to be careful. There can't be any kind of sloppiness. So Windrunner running through no man's land where there's a Luna that's getting more and more fed every second is the worst thing that could really happen.
Yeah, if we have a look at the net worths, we can see that Luna is ahead, but not by much. She's only about 500 ahead, sorry, of the Lifestealer. So Lifestealer is also doing very well. He has his armlet up now, which almost makes him invincible at this early stage. So they really do have to play this well to be able to take down this Lifestealer while keeping the rest of the team under control, because the rest of the team also does quite a lot of early game damage. You have to remember with Ezreal and Earthshaker and Windrunner's power shots. But Luna's probably going to be making up a BKB. She has a Helm of the Dominator and a Mithril Hammer now. She's really doing quite well on farm. She will be picking up that Mithril Hammer now. Lifestealer have 1600 in the bank. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to go for next. But it's really up to him what he decides to go for. But he might go for an Assault Cuirass if he feels it, because the rest of his team would benefit from that a little bit, especially the Windrunner.
Indeed they would, and JAMBO really can do whatever they want. They actually look like they're going to be going for a gank, because Lifestealer has actually been infested. So the Queen of Pain.
Here they go.
Coco's going to come out now, going to pick up Luna very quickly. Aztec Man is going to be able to escape. Surely not. Sheep can't shackle. There's no way of them to really slow him down, but it is going to fall anyway because Windrunner is so fast. Meanwhile, Talisman's ultimate completely misses, but they do manage to pick up the Windrunner with Nyx Assassin. They have so much burst. Lifestealer manages to pick up the Nyx though, and then finally Lifestealer gets a triple kill by killing Joro. Horror for Why Were You There? Jambo completely taking the lead there, 5 to 1.
Yeah, and you can see the power of the Infest with the Queen of Pain again. Another reason why they probably picked up that Queen of Pain quite early and picked her up instead of the Templar Assassin. So really nice play by Jambo there, using every tool they had to their advantage, and they really want to press on this tower. The gold graph looks the golden XP graphs just look completely skewed now in favour of Jambo. They're over 5k ahead in gold and XP than Why Were You There, and it's going to take a pretty massive response from Why Were You There to be able to bring this one back. They're actually just going for it. Luna's teleported in. The Tether actually catches the Earthshaker, so Earthshaker looks like he's going to be going down. He pops the ulti. Luna pops the ulti as well. She takes down one, but they can't kill Coco whatsoever. Coco almost kills the Luna, but he will now die. Luna still alive, gets taken out by Acid. Is Acid going to be able to get away? She has Blink in 1 second. She will be getting away. What about the Windrunner? Nice shackle shot by Windrunner, actually catches two. Acid decides not to run. Acid will be falling because of that. Windrunner now has to try and get out of there. Windrunner takes the Vengeful Spirit out, and Why Were You There managed to actually get a few more kills as Jambo were a little bit over aggressive, and they get a 4 for 2, and the Lifestealer has actually disconnected, so that we should the game will probably be paused now. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, really nice play on the back of that by Why Were You There.
Well, if we feel a little bit bad for missing the first 2 kills, it certainly kind of makes up for it. Jambo are very much all in their team, and if you notice that Queen of Pain actually choosing to die, just so Windrunner could get that kill, because it allowed the power shot to be perfectly as is new, that if she stayed there, then so would the Puck, and the Puck was just going to get decimated there by that... sorry, the Vengeful Spirit even was just going to get decimated by that power shot.
Yeah, and Pug's going to have to be a little bit fast. She's going to have to use fast fingers here to get away from Windrunner, because one right click and she's dead. The gyrocopter's right behind. So, no, we were just being courteous. Let's just watch what Puck does. Yeah, Puck's going to be getting away from this, almost certainly. Or is she? No, the Windrunner does get the kill. But now Sheep has to run, because the ulti's been popped from Gyro, and she doesn't know. This might actually... No, it's not going to do anything. Really nice shackle shot again, manages to get her away, because she will have her wind run up very soon. Although Gyrocopter is very fast, there's no way he's going to be able to catch her. Although, where is Windrunner going?
Look at what Sheep is doing.
She's running the wrong way.
Kind of
is the stun going to get her? No, it's not. She actually managed to blink away, and that rocket is going to be going all the way to base.
Oh, I love global moves, but Sheep of Doom, such an impressive player, actually running circles literally around the tri-lane. It's so impressive to see. Obviously, you know, they want to get her back. Probably why they focus there, because she's doing really well. 5 to 4 against a tri-lane that's like that with 3 disables. You've got to say bravo.
There's the ouch from Sheep of Doom as the rocket hits her in the base. But yeah, Earthshaker finally picks up his arcane boots, and if we have a look on the Queen of Pain, she has bottled a regen rune now. It looks like she's going for a Cypher Vice very quickly. She has the ultimate orb, but nothing else for it quite yet. Vengeful Spirit just roaming around with wards. He'll be placing them pretty soon, but it looks like he might be caught out by Sheep, actually. Sheep on the high ground, and Acid there as well, and YOLO Swag, so they are going to easily pick up the Venge. Are they going to be able to get the Puck? I don't think they are. Sheep running in. Nice ultimate by Puck, but a shackle shot and the power shot gets the kill, and nice play again by Windrunner to be able to get that, but really nice coordination from Jambo to get the double kill.
Well, I have to say, looking at Windrunner's items, it looks like the Sheep of Doom is picking up... Oh no! I looked for a second like she was going to go for a Dagon, but no, just for an ultra-aggressive kind of style, but no, she is actually picking up a 4-staff, not that out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect her to pick up a Dagon. That'd be a little bit weird, especially since she doesn't really have a very big mana pool there. That'd probably be an odd one, but the double damage rune is down there, and they're going to be saving that for Acid as soon as he's ready to go and pick it up, and he will be as soon as he's cleared this creep wave. But Electron's going to go and nick it, so they thought they had it, but no. The Nyx Assassin picks it up, and now is going to go looking for YOLO Swag. Is he going to be able to get him? Is he going to use the spiky carapace? No, he's not. He's just going to chase him down. If he can get one right click off, he's going to easily have the kill. Here he goes. Is he going to get him? there's the Impale, actually. He just uses the Impale and his W and just runs away. So I don't think he realised that Yolo Swag was on his own, or else he could have quite easily got that kill. But his ultimate ran out as he was about to catch him. That was pretty unfortunate timing for Electron. He probably could have gotten the kill if he was just a little bit faster.
Yeah, it was a real shame, but just there you go. Just being able to keep up by a tiniest amount gave Keeper the Light the ability to escape, and Nyx Assassin really should have got that there.
We're going to have to look in mid because, again, Jambo is just diving all over the place to try and get the kills, especially Acid on this Queen of Pain. Looks like she's going to get taken out. She has Blink up, actually, so she will get away from this. As the Luna came in, there's good timing by the Queen of Pain to be able to get away from that one. She was almost just completely dead, and the Gyrocopter gets away on very little HP. Pots up, and they will be going again. But Coco's just free farming now, pretty much. He has his Desolator and his Armlet, so he can really do whatever he wants.
Indeed, and he has a TP scroll. It looks like he's going to be porting back in. He's actually gone back to base. And Earthshaker was getting all that farm, as I thought, to get a Blink Dagger, so he's going to be able to just go in. But why were you there? Actually, trying to smoke gank, a really good idea, but you know, tier 1 tower is still up, so they're going to have a hard time. They could.
Oh, they're going to meet them. They're going to meet them in the water. They're going to meet Acid and Yolo Swag in the water. They're going to take out Acid very, very fast. Look at that burst damage. Luna actually pops the ulti and is going to hit no one because of an amazingly nice shackle shot. Earthshaker blinks in and tries his ulti, but it does absolutely nothing. But now Lifestealer with his amazing damage. But the stuns that they have, the amount of stuns Why Were You There have is just incredible. The power shot puts them all on very little HP, but apart from that, they have nothing and they have to back off. Windrunner still chasing. A power shot. Will it get the kill on Luna? No, it just misses. And it looks like they're going to be getting away. Sheep of Doom stunned. And another stun by the Luna. Is she going to be able to get away? Nice shackle shot catches too. But the Puck with the illusionary orb catches them. Oh, this is just fantastic play by both teams, you have to say, to be able to come back and forth and get kills and save teammates.
But that illusory orb was absolutely beautiful. But now we have Jambo just kind of going back through the jungle. It looks like, I'm not quite sure what they're going to try and do here. Both teams are kind of staying around mid. It's just team fight central here, as you can plainly see. The Talisman, if we look at his items, he's going for a BKB, but if we look at last hits and denies, he's not had the greatest time with farm. 73 last hits. It's not bad considering Luna and Lifesteal are very much on par.
Yeah, Luna is doing pretty well for herself. She's sitting at 10.8k. She actually died in that last fight, but she has her BKB in her stash. So if she had it for that last fight, maybe she wouldn't have died so easily. Being able to pick up the pop the BKB and just run, because Lifestealer just can't catch her up when she has a BKB on. So yeah, now that she has her BKB, it'll be interesting to see how the fights go, because they're pretty even on farm, and I'm not really sure who has the best of the best of it if they come toe to toe.
No, it could go really
smoke gank.
either way.
Smoke gank on the Windrunner. They've taken out Sheep of Doom, and now they're going to be looking for the rest of team. Jambo have actually tried to respond by jumping the Luna. Luna has the BKB if she wants to pop it. The Infestal's miles off, so it catches nobody. Luna, is she going to pop the BKB and get back in there? It doesn't look like she is. She's just hanging around. She's not really doing anything. The BKB's still up. She's just not using it. She doesn't want to. She just cues Coco and tries to run. There's the BKB now as Puck comes in round the back. Puck gets taken out by Coco. Coco just destroying them so much. It's a 2-for-1 in favour of Jambo after the Windrunner got taken out. Now a 3-for-1 as the Earthshaker Fissure and the Queen of Pain combine to take out the Nyx Assassin. They saw him in the Sentry Ward, and really nice play by Jambo to be able to pick up all these kills around the back, and the team fight just didn't look like it was going to go their way, but they turned it around, and Coco so farmed he could pretty much take out the entire team for Why Were You There in a few hits.
Indeed they can. If we look at that XP and gold graph, both going very much in favour of Jambo, and this is the problem. If we look at kills, deaths and assists, they have only Luna with 7. Meanwhile, almost 3 of Jambo's teams are playing so aggressively on 7. They just tried to catch out the Coco there, but he just needed to rage and then port out. There was no way they could stop him because he was just completely magic. And that's the beauty of being able to rage and then port away. He actually looks now, he's got a Javelin, and he's building up his Skull Basher already. He's just got a recipe for it. So that will go straight through BKB, which means that it's a perfect counter to Luna. And we saw this actually just a couple of hours ago in the last game, so Luna's going to have to pull something out that's really clever to try and stop it.
Yeah, she is. It looks like she's just building up a Yasha, so she's going for a Manta style, which is very useful against lifestealers, since he doesn't have any way of telling which one's which by anything other than just auto attacking, and it wastes a few of his attacks at worst. So really nice pickup by Luna to get picking up that Manta style, and she'll have it very, very shortly as well. All she needs is the ultimate orb, and she's pretty much got it. So yeah, the farm looking much better for Jambo right now than it is for Why Were You There, you have to say.
Absolutely. And we both, again, just both teams are very much sticking together. They want these team fights to happen. Both have a very strong kind of team fight centric team. And actually, look at that. Instantly, the port in Jambo completely take Why Were You There by surprise, as the Nyx Assassin and the Gyrocopter just were not ready for that Blink and the Infest combo. And as we know, that Infest has 400 damage. Combine it with the Scream of Pain, which does 300, and then the Queen of Pain ulti, which does 475, and you've got a ridiculous amount of burst. And now it looks like they're going to catch Taro as well. Is this puck going to be able to escape? Actually, yes, she can, and does a really good job. But Coco has open wounds that she actually does catch him out. It looks like Talisman's going to be caught as well. The Enrage is still up. Surely it's going to be able to escape this. Actually, Why Were You There starting to turn us around. Coco's on low health. Will he be able to escape? Luna's popped up a BKB and she popped up the ulti. She actually manages to take out two of them. She picks up the Lifestealer. She picks up the Queen Pain. She picks up the Windrunner of the triple kill. That ultimate does so much damage. But now she's without it. She's without a BKB. She's not going to queue up anymore. She's very low on mana. Grevian could turn this around. Is he going to be able to turn this around? Is on such low health? No. Luna picks up an
Rampage. Rampage is on.
Surely she's going to get the Rampage, and there we go. K Fury completely turns it around. Rampage. There we go. Absolutely what Why Were You There wanted. A 5-for-2 trade, and everything goes to their hard carry.
Well, yeah, literally all the gold of that went to Luna, and Luna is actually now overtaking the Lifestealer in net worth, and she can afford her ultimate orb and almost afford her Manta style. So what was looking like a really bad engagement for Why Were You There, Luna pops the ultimate, pops the BKB, and just absolutely destroys the entire team from Jambo, and that is the perfect scenario that Why Were You There were waiting for. And now you can see the gold graphs and the XP graphs, especially the XP graph, which has gone all the way back up to 2.5k in favor of the Dire instead of about 10. The gold graph's still sitting at about 10k gold in favor of Jambo, but that's not going to matter if this Luna can get any more farm. She's just going to start overtaking everyone on Jambo's team, because the supports really don't make that much of a big deal at the end of this game. So
invisibility.
Well, we're already 30 minutes in, so the kind of mid-game winners are going to already done. We actually have Grobian, who's got an invisibility rune. Is he going to use it? It doesn't look like he's going to pull that much out of it, although he could technically just stun this K Fury now. And if he does, that would be really well done, because she doesn't actually. She has a Manta style now. They are going for it. There we go. Grobian, is he going to use his Fisher? He's actually going to use his W for a quick stun, and now he's going to use his Fisher. But BKB was up. He didn't quite do it in time. Everything is being wasted here. The Gyrocopter ult completely wasted. But where is the homing missile going to go? It looks like it's going for acid, and it is. But acid takes barely any damage. She's actually got a scythe now, so she has the ability to disable Luna a little bit further. But with that BKB, the only one who's really going to cause her any problem is Coco.
Oh, they had such a great chance to actually take the Luna out then, but they just didn't do it. K Fury got a little bit lucky. I mean, the Queen of Pain blinked in and scythed her, and the Earthshaker should have just been permanently stunning her, but it was just a little bit too late on the fissure, and it let Luna pop that BKB and get out of there as soon as possible. And the Gyrocopter ult was basically just to make sure they didn't chase, and if they did, they'd be way too slow to catch up with Luna, because maybe they thought Coco was coming. But yeah, really nice play by K Fury, but a little bit slack by Why Were You There not to pick up that kill.
Indeed, and it looks like now they're all going to go for it. Why Were You There actually trying to protect a haste rune that Talisman is just going to bottle. That everyone is around. They don't stop leaving this river because they just want to keep on engaging. It's protecting Roshan, it's protecting the bottom rune top. Well, and it seems like whoever picks this up is the first person to try and get in there for the initiate. So Gyrocopter has this haste rune. It's unsure what it's really going to do with it. Again, Artignan tries to land it, but it's just going to instantly be killed with all of the burst, and the enrage from Coco stopping him. Look at the damage it's doing to Talisman, but he does actually get stopped by Nyx Assassin's Q. Nyx Assassin cannot stand against all the burst though, as Queen of Pain does so much damage. But in comes Luna with the ulti. The ulti doesn't actually manage to kill Windrunner. Coco on such low health, but he's regenning it so quickly fighting this Luna. But he does get killed by Luna, and then Keeper of the Light just manages to pick up the Luna as well. It looks like Grobbian might be killed by this homing missile. Is he going to be able to take out Talisman? No, Talisman should be able to take out Grobbian. He doesn't want to risk it though. He's on such low health. Surely he's not going to be able to escape. No, Acid takes the kill, and now only Jonas and now Jambo completely winning that again.
That was a really nice fight for Jambo, you have to say. The Luna versus the Lifestealer. Luna has the best of it. Luna actually managed to kill him, but the amount of burst damage that came over the top once the BKB had finished, the power shot and the Illuminate hit her at the same time, and it just killed her. She didn't have nearly enough HP, and she just instantly died. It looked like she was going to start to take over the team fight, but nice burst damage coming out from Jambo managed to kill her, and now it looks like they might be looking at Roshan, although that's probably a bad choice because Luna is back up now.
Well, Coco's doing so well. Just look at his items. He's got his Desolator, he's got his Skull Basher, which is the real Skull Basher, which is the real thing to try and fight this Gyrocopter and to try and fight this Luna. But it's just going so well.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what K-Fury can really do against that Skull Basher. I mean, he could try and pick up maybe if he tries to pick up maybe an Ethereal Blade so Lifestealer can't attack him. Well, then he's just going to get nuked down by the amount of magical damage that Jambo have. He just has to try and go toe to toe with the Lifestealer and just fight through the stuns, or maybe pick up a Skull Basher of his own to try and keep the Lifestealer locked down before Lifestealer keeps him locked down.
But Lifestealer is actually going to go for this Roshan. He does pick up the Aegis, so that's very much a perfect kind of thing. They managed to escape from Roshan's pit. Normally the place where so many teams die. He's actually, Queen of Pain picked up an Invis rune, and now is invisible with Lifestealer infested. So if she manages to get this in, she's going to have the perfect chance to position, and just really mess up. Why were you there? But it's almost as if they instinctively knew. They must have seen that there was invisibility rune that was taken. They do not want to risk Queen of Pain and a Lifestealer infest again, because they've seen this happen about 3 times now, and it does so much damage. Artignan always going for the magic missile on Lifestealer, completely pointless because his enrage is always on, always up, and it just allows him to avoid it. Makes Vengeful Spirit's cooldown pretty big, about 10, so she can't really use anything for a duration of a very bursty, 2 teams very bursty. Not having that is a huge problem.
Yeah, you've just got to feel that they're going to look to push this bottom tower now. They're pushing out the lane, and they have almost 6 heroes, and this Lifestealer with the Aegis is going to probably be the thing that turns it. They're going to have to try and kill him twice. You've seen how difficult it is for Luna to kill him as it is. Killing him twice is going to be almost impossible for them.
Yeah, but they do actually have hope. What they're going to have to do is try and waste that enrage from Lifestealer, because the second that is down, Luna can probably try and run him after him.
Why were you there? Have taken the top tower before they're even coming back, so they've fortified it now. Electron coming in, K-Fury straight into the middle of them, pops the ultimate, will take out Coco. He's coming back, but they've actually managed to kill him, but they're going to take out K-Fury on the back of it. Nice swap by Venge, but it's not quite enough. And now Coco killing Talisman. It's walking around, causing havoc, gets another kill. It will be taking out Anignan as well. And as we said, it takes so much to kill Coco that they really didn't have much of a chance as soon as he respawned. The Luna was taken out almost instantaneously, and then the rest of the team just fell so fast, and they're going to be getting at least a Rax here.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Well, Why We There can still try and fight this, but it's looking very bad for them. They're going to have to really work hard. As we've seen, they have what it takes to take out Lifestealer, but not when he has an Aegis, so that was so strongly in their favour.
Yeah, it really was. Now Lifestealer with 5k in the bank. What's he going to spend on? You have to wonder. I mean, is he just saving up for buyback in case he dies? Because he really doesn't need anything else. He's doing a ridiculous amount of damage as it is, so any other items he might feel might just be a waste. He might as well just save it up in case they do manage to actually kill him and and try to push down a Rax. So yeah, it is looking good for Jambo at the moment, but you can't count Why Were You There out of it though. They have actually managed to turn around a few team fights, and 1 Rax isn't the end of the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Indeed it isn't. We've seen people with Dothrax down completely turn a match around. And Electron has actually started invisible, uses his ultimate. He's trying to just harass Jambo, but it's not really worth it. Electron is now just definitely going to die because he cannot do anything against it. And Coco has the enrage back up so he can easily avoid Puck's illusory orb. Not that he really needed to, he could just move straight out of the way.
Yeah, and he'll have it back up in 4 more seconds. So this lifestealer is just, as we've seen in our previous tournament and so far in this one, that this lifestealer is just so almost unstoppable as a carry. So it's really going to be interesting to see how teams prepare for this lifestealer, because if teams keep picking him, he's going to get out of control, and I think he might be going for his Abyssal Blade. There it is now. He has Abyssal Blade, so Luna is now completely shut down by him.
Well, he's made sure he has enough for buyback still, and that was very, very smart play. You can't guarantee. We've seen that he can survive, but with that Abyssal Blade, Luna's no problem at all, and that is the problem, because Luna is the only single hero that while you there can rely on. If we look at the hero levels, we see Luna's level 22, Gyrocopter's level 16, so he's not doing awfully, but he's not got much hope against the Queen of Pain and the Lifestealer at 21 and 18 and 21 respectively. But Puck, Nyx Assassin, and Vengeful Spirit, you might as well count them out. Level 12, 4 levels behind all the supports for Jambo, and just miles behind Coco. Just essentially more farm for him.
Yeah, in effect, Coco's just free farming now. There's nothing they can really do to stop him. Sheep now has a pipe up, so they have a pipe against that Luna, which is going to be exceptionally important. Acid has picked up a Monkey King bar, just to give her extra right-click damage for when the Luna pops the BKB. So nice little choice. There's no point going full magical damage if two heroes on the enemy team have a BKB, and that's Luna and Gyrocopter. So nice item choices by Jambo so far, and it looks like they're just going to try and push out top.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, while we're there, all they can do at the moment is really defend, make sure Luna can get as much farm as she can. She's actually got her Satanic. If there's anything that's going to help her against this Lifestealer, it is definitely that. Popping a Manta Style might stop him from using his Abyssal Blade, maybe using his Abyssal Blade on the wrong Luna, but he's not going to try and use it while those illusions are up. And then the Satanic means that even if she gets back to low health, surely with a BKB, Lifestealer won't be able to take him down in that 2 seconds. She might be able to pop the Lifesteal and just really get him back.
Yeah, that's what they kind of need to. They need to hope for that now. They need to hope for a good initiation on Coco, because they need to try and kill him. He hasn't popped his rage yet. There it goes. The swap by Venge actually takes him away from Luna. So this could be pretty massive. Are they going to kill Luna before she pops the Satanic? No, they're not. There's the Satanic, and look at the damage she's doing. She actually gets the double kill already, and the Windrunner's going to fall. So maybe not. The Windrunner actually looks like she might be able to get away from this. But you saw the Satanic lifesteal. They couldn't kill her in time, and she just regened all of her HP. In goes Grobion trying to get the kill. Actually manages to get a kill, but now gets taken out by Talisman, who picks up the double kill, and that did not go well for Jambo whatsoever. A 4-for-1, and this Luna with her Satanic absolutely dominated that team fight.
Well, exactly as we were saying, Satanic is just the thing that she needs, and now that she's got it, Lifesteal is going to have to really, really work hard. Obviously, she doesn't have buyback, because Nyx Assassin got most of those kills. He's actually not even gone for a Dagon. He looks like he's just going to be going for the tankiest things he can to try and stay around the fight and just keep stunning Coco, because what else can he really do at this level?
Yeah, he needs to just keep Coco locked down pretty much. Someone's going to have to try and pick up an Abyssal Blade of their own to try and stun down Coco, or else Coco's just going to he's going to keep walking away with it, because he's really doing well at the moment. But Luna is the only person that can stop him. We see Roche back up in about 3 minutes, so maybe they'll go and try and take him out as soon as he's back up. I wouldn't be surprised. But this Luna is doing ridiculously well on farm, and she's really the saving grace at the moment for Why Were You There.
Indeed, she's not doing a bad job at all, but of course, as we were saying, she needs that Abyssal Blade. A Skull Basher isn't quite as good on her, because obviously it only actually hits 10% of the time, so she might not be trying to go for it, but she's the only one who can carry it, and they absolutely need that 2-second stun, because it's just not enough to take out Coco otherwise.
Yeah, although we did see her do exceptionally well in that fight, so maybe she's just thinking, oh, I should just get more damage or get more tanky items, maybe get a Heart of Trask so I can definitely survive the 2-second stun that Lifestealer puts on me, and then I can activate my Satanic and absolutely destroy them. So she's got two ways of thinking. She can either go for that Abyssal Blade to keep Lifestealer locked down and to get extra damage for herself, or she can pick up maybe something like a well, anything damage-wise, maybe some crits or anything, really.
Actually, crits would be beautiful on her. They would give her the ability to just lifesteal so quickly that she'll out lifesteal Lifestealer, and when you're doing that, you pretty much make the hero null and void. But both teams are going for a smoke gank, as we can see. Jambo and
They've met.
You there. A bit funny, but both have released. There's no interface, so Coco doesn't need it though because it's doing so much damage. The burst from Queen of Pain has already come out. The ultimate, K-Fury is going to take the kill though. As she popped a lifesteal, and now she has her lifesteal is up, but it's being wasted. She didn't
Look at the Satanic lifesteal.
She actually.
Oh, it's not enough.
She actually could do it in time.
So much stun coming out from Coco. He was hitting that Abyssal Blade almost every single strike. She didn't have the reactions to be able to use any of her stuff, and Coco actually manages to get the kill on her. She doesn't have she does have buyback actually, so she can buy back if she needs to. But they're just gonna walk up to this middle racks and hopefully take it down now. But you saw the power of Abyssal Blade versus that Luna. Then when she had a BKB up, he just completely locked her down, and she just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and that instant kind of entrance in from Talisman to try and stop it, it doesn't look like it's really going to be able to do much, because they really just have to keep winning some team fights, and JAMBO being able to pull that off is not what they want. It was so close, but again, Satanic has to be, they have to make sure that Luna isn't being attacked when she uses that Satanic, or she's just able to slightly get away. Maybe burn Shadow Blade would be a good idea, because it just give her a little bit of extra damage, and or just maybe give her enough of a crit to survive while she's trying to get one hit in between Lifestealer continuously stunning her. Technically, Lifestealer mathematically doesn't have enough attack speed, even with Rage Up, to permanently stun her just with the passive bash on the Abyssal Blade. So Luna has a chance there if she gets a Daedalus.
Yeah, but one thing you do have to say is, why haven't the supports from Why Were You There not gone for a sheepstick? There's no sheepstick on their team, and you have to feel they really do need a sheepstick if they want to try and kill this Lifestealer. It's a permanent lockdown for him, and it gives him no chance to be able to use his rage. Even something like a well, any sort of lockdown will be okay, but a sheepstick you have to feel would be the best choice for them. They have to get it on someone, surely.
Well, it's just a case of money. The only person who's really getting anything at the moment is Puck. Venture Spirit isn't getting that much. Gyrocopter could try and go for it, but it'd be very illogical for him to do that. Again, we're really hoping for that Puck to try and pick it up, but she doesn't have enough money yet, and it doesn't look like it's going to be getting enough soon. Nyx Assassin spent all of his money on a Pipe of Insight to try and help just deal with some of that magical damage, because Queen of Pain is causing so much damage. And
Luna's going for Butterfly, so Luna is really hoping on those that 30% evasion to be able to take out this Lifestealer. But you have to feel, instead of a Butterfly, maybe she should have went for something like a Halberd, because that can really take down Coco. It gets rid of his lifesteal for up to 5 seconds. Plus, it gives him that it gives K-Fury the evasion as well. So that might have been a good choice as well. But Butterfly is by no means a bad choice. It's going to give her a lot of damage, and it's going to give her a lot of evasion.
Well, it's a very, very good move, but of course she can't just sit there with that Hand of Midas. It has come in handy, but it might be a good idea to look at removing that, and as we were saying earlier, get some crits, because she'll want to use that. But the evasion, 30%, should mean that she's not permanently shut down. She's only being shut down about half the time, and she can get out enough hits, and when she is having such fast attack speed as when she's got that Butterfly complete, it should really, really go nicely in her favour. But she's picked up that evasion first just to try and face that Lifestealer, because she can't do anything else. She needs some evasion to avoid it.
Yeah, without evasion, she just dies so ridiculously fast to Lifestealer, but Lifestealer can still stun her for 2 seconds, and it looks like they're going straight back for Roche. So Coco wants Roshan again. They're going to take him so fast, unless they know about it now. They do. They've smoked up. They're going in. Are they going to be able to get there in time? K-Fury is leading the charge. Now they've spotted the Earthshaker. Is he going to pop the BKB and charge in? It looks like he might. Here he goes. The BKB hasn't been popped yet. They're just they're going to take out Acid before the fight even starts, and the rest of Jambo just back off, not wanting to fight it, and they could pick up a free Roshan if they want to go for it. It looks like Luna is now going to go for it, and they will be picking up Roshan on Luna almost certainly, you have to feel.
Well, it looks like Jambo knew this was going to happen, and they are not going to let it pass. Keeper of the Light just using his Hue to try and get it down. Antigum actually trading an Electron so that she doesn't die. Electron's not going to die.
Oh, what a shackle shot.
K-Fury has been shackle shot, a perfect shackle shot there. But they're not actually taking them on, they're being a little bit passive. Arctic now gets it. They were waiting for Yoruban to use his ultimate, and it works so nicely. BKB is now up, so does the Abyssal Blade on Coco. He's going to be using it now, surely. Yes, he has. And it's doing so much damage, but
he just has to back off.
Just instantly, that evasion is so useful, and it's really turned it around. Luna now has a great chance of taking on this Lifestealer. She just did a huge amount of damage.
They're just going straight back to Roche. They absolutely need Roshan now. Luna has actually sold one of her items to pick up Roche, so they'll be picking Roshan up ridiculously fast. There it goes. Luna does get the Roshan, so this could be the turning point. We've got Coco just waiting on the high ground. Is he going to be able to do anything? There's a stun from the Gyrocopter chasing down Sheep. Sheep doesn't have any mana whatsoever, actually, so if they can catch her out, Luna's really fast. Here, nice 4-stuff. Really nice 4-stuff by Sheep there to get out of that situation. Really fast thinking by him.
It was brilliant play and actually managed to save his life. So really well done. We've seen this Windrunner do some amazing little tricks in this game, and now Keeper of the Light very helpfully giving us some extra money, some extra mana. Sorry, but just absolutely brilliant play from both teams. It's really at this point now where it could go either way. The Luna has the farm acquired, has this Aegis, so Coco's going to have a nightmare trying to take him on.
She's almost got a Battle Fury.
The entire team to be just wailing.
Butterfly.
She's
yeah.
almost got a Battle Fury.
Butterfly, sorry. She only needs 100 more gold to finish her Butterfly, so she's actually got the Eagle Song waiting in the courier if she wants to go and pick it up. So all she has to do is send send her illusions down on this lane and farm, and she'll have her Butterfly. So that's gonna be absolutely huge. You have to feel for her. She has it now, so she does have it up, and they're really gonna have to look to push while she has this Aegis up, because she can really take out this entire this Jambo team before they can do anything to her.
So JD, I've got to ask. Now she's gonna have this Butterfly. Who's gonna win? Coco in a single one fight, KK Fury or Coco?
You have to give it to K Fury now. If there's a 1v1 fight, you almost have to give it to K Fury. I mean, Lifestealer hasn't really bought anything. He has 6.6k of gold, but he's not spending it. He's just saving for the buyback as well as whatever he wants to pick up. I'm not sure what he's gonna go for, but he might be actually going for that halberd to stop the lifesteal from Luna. If he picks up a halberd, a Heaven's halberd, you have to say that even that it might actually swap round, and he might actually be the one to have the upper hand in the fight. But as it looks at the moment, he has bought something. What is it? Oh, he's gone for an MKB. Really, really nice play by Coco, and really nice item choice. MKB to stop the Butterfly completely.
And it will actually stack again with the Abyssal Blade stun, so yeah. He is going to be stunning so constantly. Luna, even with that evasion, will have a nightmare trying to keep up. Coco should now have the huge advantage.
Well, the evasion won't do anything because he has a monkey, because he'll have the Monkey King bar. So.
Oh yeah.
So not only does it limit the evasion, but it also bashes. So he's actually got that in the courier. It's coming to him. If they can kill him, but before the courier gets to him, if they can take out this courier, they don't know it's in there. It hasn't. Oh, it's actually been given to him now, and look at how fast K Fury dies now that he has that. Now that he can just attack her all the time. They waste the Aegis, and now they back off. Puck pings in, hits the ultimate. Rage isn't up quite yet, but he just infests, and now he's going to get away from it quite easily. Is he going to pop out anytime soon? There he goes. Rage is up. Luna auto-attacking him. Luna doing a hell of a lot of damage, actually. Can he go toe-to-toe with Luna? I don't think he can. He can actually. Luna's just going to die. She pops a Satanic, but it's going to do absolutely nothing. Gyrocopter's the only person alive, and Coco kills him. Gets the triple kill. Nice play by Coco, and the Monkey King bar was really the thing that swung that fight. And you have to feel, if Why Were You There were just a little bit quicker and killed that courier before it got the Monkey King bar to him, then they would have won that fight. But they weren't quick enough to kill it.
Well, it was just really shocking that they didn't actually go to kill that courier. If they'd have just killed it, they don't know what was coming, but surely they knew how much money Lifestealer had, how he hadn't spent anything, and now that Monkey King bar, I can't imagine Luna will be able to buy anything. That Butterfly is now useless to her.
Yeah.
So, amazing counter. and Coco is going to win in any single one-on-one fight, let alone a 5-on-1 fight, because that rage means he can fight one-on-one and still win.
Well, the problem that while you there have now is that Luna is actually out for 44 more seconds. She does not have buyback, so Jambo's just going to absolutely wreck this tower. He's going to put his armlet on and just absolutely destroy it. So and they really have nothing to fight him. They have absolutely nothing to fight him while Luna is out. So maybe they're going to take a second Rax. Here they go. They are going to go for the second Rax, and they still have another 25 seconds for Luna. It just really doesn't look good for them right now. Are they going to be able to do anything? Jambo actually back off. And
well, it looks like they're going back around for the mid-racks, and they are indeed, because they can do whatever they want at this point. Luna is not around. She's got 5 seconds still, but it's going to be so easy for Jambo to take it. If you look at that, Coco is playing intelligently. Every single time that Puck gets that tether, he never breaks it, playing really cleverly. He's got so little health now, though. What is he going to do? He's going to have to armlet talk, but he doesn't actually need to, because he's just killing Artignan and getting some little bit of health back. He's actually infested a creep to try and be safe, and that is some clever playing right there.
yep, Luna thought she would have had him, but then he infested, and it just came to absolutely nothing. Are they going to be able to kill Sheep? Oh, 50 HP. She gets away from the gyrocopter auto attacks. And Lifestealer is still in the creep. Gyrocopter's got to watch out. They've got to watch out, because if Lifestealer pops out, he can easily take any of them on.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Nice play there by Sheep, just avoiding the kind of damage. Coco just healing up by killing all the creeps. He's got so much money. He still has a Hand of Midas. He could sell that, get a Heart of Tarask, and just be even more ridiculous. And the GGs
have actually come out.
Know.
Yeah, they know it's all over now. They can't compete with a Lifestealer, and they're just gonna have to give it up. All of their racks are actually gone. So that was a really nice game, and really well played by both teams. But Jambo just took it in the end. It was basically just Coco that did it with his that amazing farming ability that the Lifestealer has. And when he gets farmed, there's almost no one in the game that can go toe to toe with him, apart from maybe like a Faceless Void. But yeah, really nice play by them.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It just looks like they're a bit confused. Why were you there? A bit confused. They're not actually out of the tournament. So I'm just going to explain to them that they aren't out yet.
Yeah, just let them know they're not actually out of the tournament. They do actually get their... Oh, apparently they want me to shout. Oh, I can't read that. Whatever that is, I cannot read that. I apologize.
I will. Hang on. Kabos wissen, wo der Baba ist. I don't know what that says, but Kabos who the Baba is.
Kabos wissen, wer der Baba ist. Ja.
What accent was that?
I don't know.
Kabos wissen, wer der Baba ist.
It was my general non-UK accent.
Foreign.
I do it for everything. If I'm trying to do it, if I